Terrible Football Show, all right?
I want whatever you guys are smoking right now.
Come on, Shane. OH. OH.
Oh, baby, yeah. Shane, I swear to God.
Welcome to a Terrible Football Show.
That's my quarterback and my teammate, man.
Ruins my fucking holiday every damn year.
Alex,
What up?
you can thoroughly kiss my ass.
Why not let us decide the top four?
Yeah, let a Terrible Football Show
Let a terrible
decide the top
football
four.
show.
Fuck you, Shane.
Roll Tide. Have a good one, guys.
Oh,
Have a good
fuck
one.
off. Oh, yeah, he's got to go. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
You know, I like that Baker Mayfield and myself, man. He was baking up there in the Browns, and it just turned into a big old shit pile. So,
Get that right. I will fly you out and take you to a game in Dallas of your fucking choice.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's successful at just giving his terrible opinions, so why can't I? It's a terrible football show after all. Welcome to a Terrible Football Show, episode, I don't know, who do we want to be 84 today? Randy Moss, Shannon Sharp. There's lots of good 84s out there in the history of the NFL, but it's episode 84 here today. I got the boys with me, Jacob and Ricky. Sounds like he's a little bit battling something. Throat's sounding a little sore, a little battling, so he's me battling today. So T's and P's to Rick, but boys, how we doing? How we feeling?
I'm doing great.
Other than my voice, obviously, fighting and everything like that, I've been doing great. Been off work the last couple of days. I felt like crap this afternoon, boys. I did not know if I was going to make it, but I've been feeling better after my couple of naps, so let's go.
Hey, shot a couple naps, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it's that time of year. It's that time of year to get sick and shit. I'm really nervous about it because I only have 3 PTO days left, and I'm trying my damnedest to save them for Christmas week. I do that, and I got like a clean 12 days in a row off. So I'm trying my damnedest to save my days for that. So I'm hoping I don't get sick, because if I do, I'm just going to do my damnedest, just battle through it and go to work. But yeah, no, a lot to talk about today. Honestly, I've got a little docket together, just like last week. I'm trying to be a little bit more organized as a show. So I've got a little message to myself of just random things I'm going to throw at you guys. So we're going to have a good time. We got lots to talk about. Jimbo Fisher was finally fired. Shout out to that. Bill Belichick could potentially be leaving the Patriots, whether it's a fired or voluntarily. We'll chat about that again. We've already talked about it before, but that conversation's quite hot right now. The Bills, the Lions and Chargers game. Kyler Murray will be the savior of the Chicago Bears. Jim Harbaugh. There's a lot to talk about today. It's going to be a great time, but it could even be a better time in your life. Your life could get enhanced so much if you do what I'm about to tell you to do and use the referral link down below for Rogue Energy and pick up some Rogue Energy. Use promo code SPARKY3 to get 10% off, and your life will be so much better for it. As well as your life will be so much better, and your swag and your riz will be so much better if you pick up a jersey from Agent Inc. Also with the referral link down below. And your life might also be better if you join the Discord and you come chat with us. We might make your life better, or we might make it worse. I don't know, but we won't know until you join. That's the thing. It's a Russian roulette situation. So just come in and join, and we'll have a great time. So let me go ahead and just turn down this music here. Flew through that plug little intro with flying colors. That was probably one of my best pieces of work I've done. So shout out to that. I'm getting better at it. After doing like probably over 300 plus podcast episodes, you'd think I'd have it down, but sometimes I still stumble. We all have those days. It's okay. It's all right. But no, there's a lot on the docket today. I got a lot on the docket. There's a lot to go through. So shout out to that. But I guess we should start off with one of the more interesting ones that we've been waiting on for a while. Jimbo Fisher finally fired after like a 50-something to 10 win against Mississippi State. I mean, the writing was on the wall. We knew it was coming, apparently, based on the reports. It was decided basically Thursday they were going to do this. But, imagine how it feels going out and getting fired after a 55-something win, 55-10 win. You know what I mean? Obviously, the writing was on the wall. We've been waiting for it for a while. This year was kind of his last chance, because of the great recruiting classes that he had. But he just personally has been able to capitalize on it. So, I don't know. Did it take too long, or is this the right amount of time? How are we feeling on it?
I think this was the good right amount of time. I'm always a proponent for multiple years. of having a head coach just to see what he can do. But Jimbo's going to get picked up in the offseason. It's not going to take him long to find another job anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaning a little bit more toward Jacob. At the same time, I thought they should have got rid of him last year because there was nothing except for the recruiting classes that were coming in that were actually saying, okay, we're about to revamp this entire situation. I mean, even with Bobby Petrino coming in as an offensive coordinator, I mean, that was a little something to add on to that number one recruiting class because we know what Bobby Petrino can bring to the table, especially as far as offense goes. But even then, it was sort of like Texas A&M. The fans were fed up with him last year. There was nothing
The
more he could have
boosters
done
were
except
fed
for
up with him.
possibly be in that, especially be in that top deal. But here's the biggest thing though, guys. This dude is loaded. He could retire
Yeah.
right now, not have to worry about a thing for the rest of his life because of his buyout. He's due, I think it's 19 million in 60 days, and then another, I think it's another, I want to say 8 or 9 in 120 days. So right there, he's getting a chunk of the buyout that he's getting paid the 7 point whatever it is annually to I think it's like 2031 or something like
I
that. I got
saw
to look
that
at
the
it
dude
again
is
and
still
see. But
owed 76 mil. I was like, Jesus.
I mean, yeah, I mean, so that was a very, very expensive hire. But here's the thing, though, guys. Texas A&M, they're loaded. I mean, that just tells you how loaded they are and how much they're willing to pay a coach.
Yeah.
Oh, they have probably one of the best boosters program in the country.
Yeah.
Donation. It is insane how much money they get from their boosters.
Mm-hmm. And now it's going to be the big question of who's going to be potential targets, because that's a pretty notable job, just based on the money alone and the recruiting classes. I feel like that job, SEC team, that job's going to be notable. Like there's going to be some interesting candidates being floated around. On the flip side of this Texas A&M game, one thing I do want to shout out as well before I forget about it is the interim Mississippi State head coach was fired. And I violently disagree with that firing, not because he is the guy. Let's be real. He was going to get fired no matter what, but fire him at the end of the damn season. You know what I mean? The circumstances of that is bullshit that he got fired. Like the circumstances of like you lost your head coach, you had to have, right before the season, you had to have someone step in. I understand Mississippi State is not doing well and he was going to get let go no matter what. I get that. But do it at the end of the damn season. You know what I mean? Like we got another week left. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, that's not classy in my opinion. In my mind, that was a very that was not a classy fire. That kind of pissed me off when I saw that because of the circumstances of how he got shoved into the job. You know what I mean? But on the flip side with Mississippi State, I did see that I think it's the Liberty head coach. No, it's not the Liberty head coach. There was someone who was down in Starkville for an interview. I saw it earlier. He quote tweeted something. I thought it was involving Liberty, some thing that he's going to here in a couple of days. Whenever he quote tweeted it, put his location up for Starkville. So might want to he'll learn to turn off his locations whenever he's doing posts. But it looks like they may already have a candidate. But I don't know who could be potential candidates for Texas A&M. I know some people immediately floated Deion Sanders, and he shut that down, which I think a lot of people would. But the boosters want him. Who could be a potential candidate in you guys' mind? Dan Lanning, I've seen that name floated.
I've been seeing 3 big names floated around the Texas A&M organization currently. And obviously, it's Mike Elko, who's already there, defensive coordinator. But the other 2 names that have been floating around are pretty interesting. One of them I don't see, one of them I can see. The one I don't see is Dabo Swinney. And the one I do see potentially is Lane Kiffin.
Ooh. Imagine Lane making the jump from Ole Miss to Texas A&M.
That could be that definitely could be a possibility.
Hey, Lane's a snake, bro. He don't give a shit. He just wants money.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I've seen a couple other names that have been floated around, as well. Of course, Mike from over there at Duke, that was one of them. Mike Norvell, though, was another name, but I don't think he would fit well at Texas A&M. I really don't. And so it's not going to be Bob Petrino, people. Let's settle that down right now. Bob Petrino's not getting hired at Texas A&M. It's not going to happen.
Do you think the boosters would go for a big swing and try to go for Urban Meyer?
That could be a possibility, but I don't think Urban Meyer wants to coach.
I don't think you should with that
If
result.
Urban coaches, it's Michigan State.
Okay. That's also going to be an interesting job to watch this offseason.
How pissed would you be if he replaced Harbaugh over there at Michigan?
Yeah, imagine if he did that. Imagine if Harbaugh, leaves Michigan to go to the NFL and Urban Meyer goes to Michigan. What would you do?
I don't think he would, specifically because he's Ohio born and raised. And I do not think he would commit the cardinal sin.
Hey, money talks, my guy. Money talks.
Money does talk, but I think he would rather go to Michigan State than Michigan.
Yeah,
Because Michigan State, it wasn't too long ago that Michigan State was in the playoffs.
true.
So it wouldn't be that hard of a rebuild, I don't think, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you've got two other teams coming in next year. One's USC, who's always good. Well, except for this year, they're not good at football. But I'm just saying, but they're a powerhouse program. It's gonna be hard to rebuild, in my opinion.
Well, and next year it starts the no divisions anymore. So the Big Ten's wide open.
Thank God. Thank God. You guys, with how bad that West is, you guys need that so bad.
It used to be
fine
so
when
much
it was
better
leaders
when there
and
was the
legends.
legends and leaders
Yeah.
divisions. But when they went to East and West divisions, it just got complete shit.
Yeah, it's just completely one-sided. Like in the years that there has been East and West, has a West team won the Big Ten? I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't think so. I think it's been the East nonstop.
Yeah, I don't.
Did I?
Oh, hold on, ramble a bit. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you gotta fact check this. Gotta fact check this. Well, this is fine. I have a
Did I
great
say-
topic to ramble on with Ricky because this is on my docket for Ricky specifically. So, Ricky, what do you think about all the conversation that Pittman needs to be fired? Because there's a lot of conversation around that right now.
Dan Pittman is probably one of the best guys that you'll ever meet in college football, as far as character goes,
Yep.
everything like that. I think he is an excellent coach. He is an excellent motivator. However, you cannot win 3 games in a regular season with the returning lineup that we had from last season and still be able to keep your job. Hiring Dan Enos obviously was a huge mistake. He got rid of that mistake, but it was too late. AJ Jefferson went from last year, had he gone to the draft last year, he would have probably been picked up in the 5th or 6th round. Now there's even a question if he's going to get picked up at all. His draft stock has completely went down like to nothing.
Mhm.
Rocket Sanders had 8 carries, gentlemen, for 0 yards. 8 carries for 0 yards against Auburn on Saturday. You cannot win a big game like against Florida, going down to Gainesville, and then come back and lay a big old goose egg. They just didn't lay an egg. They laid a complete nest of eggs when it came to that Auburn. They made Auburn look like the #1 team in the country. That's how bad it was on Saturday. But I mean, as much as I love the guy, would it surprise me if Hunter Yurchek kept him around another year? In some ways it would, but in some ways it wouldn't. But I think looking up from the outside in, you have to look at his losses and then look at the recruiting class that he's bringing in. Right now, Arkansas is 24th right now in the recruiting class. That's not enough because he's only 13th in the SEC out of 16 teams. And they did include Oklahoma and Texas in for next year. When you have teams like Ole Miss, Kentucky, even Mississippi State, I think, was a little bit above them as far as recruiting class goes. There's no way that you're going to be able to bring him back. But I think they're going to let him coach the rest of the season before they let him go.
Okay. Yeah, because there's been a lot of conversation on that one I've seen about Sam needs to get fired. It's his time's done. It's over. Jacob, you had some
I
very
hate it for
interesting
him.
faces during that. What'd you find out?
So, since 2014, when the East and West Division started, the West Division has won 0 games. Ohio State has won it 5 times. Michigan has won it twice. Penn State and Michigan State have each won it once. That's crazy. The last time, Wisconsin in 2012. That was before the East and West division.
Yeah.
See, the leaders and legends was so much more balanced because the leaders was Illinois, Indiana, Ohio State, Penn State, Purdue, and Wisconsin, which was nice. And then the legends was balanced with Iowa, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Nebraska, and Northwestern. So Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State were all separated. It was way more balanced back.
And now it's just gonna be wide the fuck open. Cheers.
Did I see that Tyler was advocating for for Franklin to get fired from Penn State?
I don't know. Was that on Facebook?
Yeah, because he has like
Okay.
a really, really crappy record against Michigan and Ohio State.
See, I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
on
only has 4
Facebook
wins.
anymore, so I didn't see that. But I mean, Tyler's always been in the boat. If you fire, like, why fire Jay Frank? Because like, who else are you gonna get? I mean, at least with Jay Frank, you stay competitive. That's always been his boat. I don't know if he switched ships on that. I have no idea. So that would be an interesting question. I need to ask him. I was texting him earlier, so I guess I should ask him that.
I think his record is 4-13
Let me ask him right
against
now.
Ohio State and Michigan, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's right.
And I want to say 3 of those wins are against Michigan and 1 is against Ohio State, but I could be wrong.
Okay, we'll see what he says. No, I mean, that conversation I feel like is every year because of the big games that they lose. You know what I mean? But I mean, I do see Tyler's point. If you fire him, who else are you going to get? You know, I mean, at least with Jay Frank, they've stayed competitive consistently. So another coach that I've seen do what?
It's like I said last week. Penn State is at their cap right now. They have hit their ceiling, and they could not get any higher than what they're at right now.
Yeah, I agree. And Tyler does too, you know, from the conversation he and I have had in the past. So that's why I'm curious if he's now officially jumped on the ship of fire Jay Frank. Another coach that I've seen with just before we started the show with some fire rumors is apparently Chip Kelly could get fired from UCLA.
I'd say give him 2 more years to test the Big Ten waters out.
That's kind of how I feel on it, is let him test the Big Ten waters. Or even just at least 1 more year. Let them test the first year in the Big Ten waters. Because don't they have like a freshman QB? Isn't like Dante Moore a freshman? Like, come on now. You know, let them figure it out. Like they lost like, you know, they just lost like what, their all-time leading passer now or whatever. Didn't he break like a bunch of college records? Dorian Thompson Robinson, didn't he break UCLA records?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, like, you know, give this new guy some time. Tyler says never unless Jimbo or Cliff is coming to town. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. Who's gonna swing for Jimbo?
Penn State has the money.
Oh yeah, they do. See, that's gonna be the big thing: is who is gonna swing for Jimbo? You know what I mean? Who's gonna make that swing? That's going to be the big question. Who's going to be wanting to make that swing? Because there's going to be a lot of different schools I feel like can make that swing. Speaking of Jimbo, we were just asked in the chat. I heard Jimbo may go to UAB. Is that true? I would say no, that is not. I would say no shot. But
yeah, they don't have the money for him.
Yeah, he's too rich for their blood.
Their football program is still relatively new.
Well, it came back. Let's stress that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came back.
Yeah.
It got shut down, then it came back. Hey, beautiful city though. I'll say that.
True.
It is a beautiful city. I've driven through there. Beautiful campus. Shout out to that. But no, Jimbo. I mean, I think.
What about Billy Napier?
I think he's on the very, very hot seat right now. I really do. I think
until they beat Florida State.
Man, if they end up pulling it off, man, that'd be insane. I know you've been calling that one for a while.
They pull off the win, and then I announce that I'm resigning.
Tyler also just popped in chat. Chip Kelly getting fired is crazy. So did he actually get fired, or are you just talking about the rumors that we're seeing? Because I haven't seen if he's actually getting fired.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, because I just saw the reports that he's likely to be fired. This is a lot of firings right now. This is the time of firings, man. I mean, Tyler also had a firing in his NFL camp. Ken Dorsey got fired from the Bills. That's also something. But yeah, Okay, so Tyler's just following it up on what we were talking about. Yeah, because I mean, the general report is Chip Kelly is likely to be fired, according to Bruin Report. So I mean, that's gonna be interesting. Add Chip to the list. So wait, is it official, or are you just speculating? Like, you're confusing me right now. You're Tyler. You're stressing me out. did he get fired? Am I missing the news?
The report on ESPN, since 2022, the Power 5 conferences owe fired coaches $146 million.
That's like an NFL statistic.
And Jimbo Fisher
I
is
can get
half
some
of
of
that
that.
money.
Oh my God. Yeah, true.
I hope Chip Kelly gets fired from UCLA, and I hope Penn State and Temple schedule each other, and I hope Chip Kelly goes to Temple and beats Penn State, just for Tyler's sake.
Fuck Temple. Oh. Kirito MVP 11 also said Mac Jones may be a Birmingham Stallions QB in the near future. Hey, man, with how he played this weekend, that might not be too far off. I'm going to be honest with you. Mac is struggling, man. I don't know what happened from his rookie campaign to now. I mean, obviously at one point he didn't have an offense coordinator. He had a great defensive coordinator attempting to play offense with Matt Patricia, and I don't know what's going on with Mac up in New England. New England's a shit show. We're going to talk about that here soon for sure. I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, still in the college stuff though. No, I mean the Texas A&M opening, that's going to be there's going to be some really interesting openings this offseason. And man, it's got me thinking now with what Tyler said in text message just now. It's just like, unless Jimbo is coming to town, whatever. Man, I can't help but think, man, is Penn State going to try to make that swing? And then also is Texas A&M going to try to make a big swing for someone like an Urban or something? It's going to be interesting this offseason, man. It's going to be very, very fascinating to see how things play out this offseason in terms of that. But I know when it comes to like Deion Sanders, he was asked about it, and he's just focused. He says flat out no, which can you really blame him? Like stay where he's at. His sons are there, his family's there, and everything. Which I also saw the reports that are not shocking at all, and anyone shocked by it is an idiot. Where apparently his son is planning to come back next year, which no shit. I mean, the kid went to Jackson State, for God's sake, instead of going to a FBS program. Of course he's going to come back for his senior year. Come on now. What are we doing? Of course he is. But I mean, it was actually, one thing that I think's been kind of interesting about his son and how he's played this year. He's got a lot of TDs, low interceptions, pretty solid yards, good rating. But my God, dude, he leads the nation in getting sacked. 48 sacks. And it just makes me think about that report that came out where someone accused him of taking sacks to help preserve his stats. And I'm just like, I don't know. I can kind of see that now. That maybe he just doesn't want to try to throw, some loose balls out there to try to preserve. I might be in that boat that he's just trying to preserve some stats, and he's ready. He's more willing to take a sack right now.
But if I'm
Mario
not
Cristobal?
mistaken, most of the transfers that they got from Jackson State were skill players, not linemen.
You are
so
correct.
It makes sense.
It does. He's got basically a 1 and 11 offensive line right now. Like, I mean, it does make sense. I personally have been in the boat since day one that we were going to see some flashes of greatness out of Colorado this year. But next year was going to be the year where it's like, all right, let's actually see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? That's been my boat. But let's see.
What about Mario Cristobal? You think Miami's going to retain him?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I don't think Miami is going to part ways with him unless it's a couple more years of dog shit. If it's a couple more years of dog shit, then we'll probably get rid of him then. But I mean, I think his seat is not even hot right now. I don't even think it's warm. I understand, like, we've been kind of a letdown this year, but like even this year, we've still shown flashes of greatness besides a couple of really stupid fucking calls like Georgia Tech. But I don't know. I think he's safe. I think he's very safe for now.
So there is a website out here, guys, called coacheshotseat.com. They have Mario Cristobal ranked number 9 right now as far as Coach's Hot Seat goes.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can understand why. I can understand why that would be pitched. I can. I mean, it's been a letdown year. A lot of dumb calls. I do get it.
Thing that's in his favor though is the fact that all the losses are not blowout. at all.
Yep. All right, hold on, guys. Let me catch up on chat here. So one thing Tyler said, which I did touch on this earlier, is imagine winning 51-10 and getting fired. I mean, again, the writing was on the wall, but still, that's a way to go out, man. That's a way to go out. Tyler says that they need an OC and a DC. He says bring Joe Moorhead back, and he says Manny is leaving to become a head coach. I mean, I hope so. I think Manny got a bad shake down at Miami. So I would like to see him get another shot somewhere. Let's see. That 5-star wide receiver decommitment because he said Prime not going to be there. Wait, was that for Colorado? I missed that one. Then also Miami draft Tua Tagovailoa, then Jalen Waddle. Eagles draft Jalen Hurts, then they got Devontae Smith. Bengals draft Joe Burrow, then they got Jamar Chase. Jags draft Trevor Lawrence, and then draft Travis Etienne. Yep, that is. It's interesting how things kind of played out like that with teammates. We may even see another teammate reunion here in maybe a year or two with Justin Jefferson. Maybe try to lobby himself to get to Cincinnati. We'll see. Let's see. TVD is going to be gone. Unfortunately, him and Mario don't. No, they don't. And Tyler, me and you, we've talked about this a lot about how TVD and Mario they have just not gotten along. Where it's like with TVD. You get a head coach that's like going to be all behind him, all behind where he fits the system and it's going to work. But TVD is just he's not a Mario guy. It's just that simple. I'm looking forward to the future, for TVD and where he's going to, because TVD will transfer, and I'm looking forward to seeing where he's going to go, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with the Hurricanes after that. New England drafts Mac Jones, and then who? Nobody, because Mac Jones ain't going to be a Patriot anymore, so it don't matter. Patriots are probably going to end up with like a top 5 pick and try to get like Drake May or something. I don't know.
I did see, speaking of TVD, he's being tied to UCF.
Hey, I love that. Let's go. I mean, I like John, but I mean, come on.
He's a senior.
Yeah, he's
He's gone this year.
Yeah, he's done so. I mean, let's get TVD in there for a year. Come on. Go tear up the Big 12 a little bit. Come on, let's go. I love that. I think TVD would work well with Gus. Ooh,
I think he would too.
Speaking of Gus, man, I saw something yesterday that I thought was so goddamn funny. That there are some boosters up in Fayetteville that are lobbying for Gus. So watch out, Ricky. I know how much you love Gus Malzahn.
So, first of all, yes, I can't stand that son of a bitch. Number 2.
Wow.
Number 2. Yes, there are boosters that will lobby for him based on the fact that the biggest thing, though, that I think they need to remember is he used us as a contract extension for Auburn. At the time, things were a little bit different. Now, I personally, and this is just me, if they don't get him, I don't know who they're going to get, but I'm just saying in general. If Florida's coaching opening comes open, I think he'll go to Florida before he'll go to Arkansas. I think Gainesville will hire. I think they'll hire him in a heartbeat in Florida.
I actually agree 100%. Let me show that for Tyler. I actually agree with that 100% because like with that report, I did also see where it's like Gus has really no intentions to come back to Arkansas personally.
I mean, that's fine, but I mean, I would, like, as much as I can't stand the dude, I had a friend of mine that I went to high school with that played for him at Arkansas State. He is all business when it comes to football. I mean, when he turned it around, obviously he would have a good chance to turn it around because he's a great recruiter.
Right.
But I hope he does not come to Arkansas. He can stay as far away as he possibly can from us, and it's not going to hurt my feelings one bit.
Mm.
I panicked and thought we were missing the top 25 reveal, but it's not on until 9 o'clock tonight or 8 o'clock your guys' time.
Oh, damn, that's late tonight.
Dude, what?
That's late
It's
tonight.
because
It's
it's
gonna be the
because
same
of Duke
anyways.
versus Michigan State for basketball,
Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
and they just tipped off. So
That's like it's the Duke and Michigan State. Nobody cares. Interrupt that damn program.
Do
it at halftime.
Yeah, so
It's the beginning of basketball season. No one cares right now.
yeah, no one cares yet. That's actually very true. No one gives a damn yet. So, let's see. Gus, the only guy from the 5 stepping stones, I genuinely hated him. I mean, yeah, no, everyone seems to hate him, man. I don't have I don't have extreme negative opinions about him at UCF, but at the same time, I know he's going to fucking dip out the moment he gets him. College basketball trumps football, guys. Tyler, you are the only one that says that, my friend. Tyler, you're in the boat at like the past 3 years where you're willing to say anything trumps football right now. You're like, give me golf over football. Give me table tennis over football.
I will say this much. Nothing trumps the NCAA tournament.
That part's
Nothing.
true. NCAA tournament's wild.
Nothing trumps.
Not until
That is
the 12-team playoffs come out for.
I think
full crap.
No, hold on. I agree with that. Once it's gonna be a 12-team playoff, I'm here for that. It's gonna be legit.
No, listen. You have a huge ass bracket with 68 teams on it that you got to try to pick a perfect bracket from. That's gonna be much. That's gonna be much harder than doing it from a 12-team playoff. Come on, people. Y'all gotta
That's
think.
a fair point.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta think. Okay, think about it. How, like seriously though,
Cricket,
the
a wild
NCAA
sport,
tournament
fellas.
bracket.
Tyler, calm down.
A perfect bracket has never been done.
True.
Has never been done in history that we know. Well, at least electronically that we know of, it has been done in history. But I'm just saying, it is a huge thing. There's nothing that trumps it. Now, as far as viewership wise goes, it's always going to be football. But when it comes to like tournaments and stuff like that, nothing trumps the NCAA tournament. Nothing. Now, unless college football decide to do a 68 football tournament, which they could do that. All they have to do is get rid of 2 regular season games and get rid of a couple bowl games, and you can have a 68-team NCAA tournament for college football.
They never do that.
They
would never do that.
They don't have the balls.
12 teams
Very
is
true.
perfect. 8 and 4 too little. 16's too much. 12 is perfect.
You say that now, but the day that Ohio State doesn't get in, I don't want to hear shit from you.
Listen, if it's gonna be a guarantee bowl bid or playoff bid, if you're a conference champion, I have nothing to worry about.
Nah, I have nothing to worry about. If Mac Jones gets traded, who will trade for him? If Brock Purdy sucks at all, San Fran will. If Brock Purdy has any slip-ups like he had for 3 weeks, I could see Mac Jones getting traded to San Fran for a bag of balls, but it would be a bag of balls. San Fran would trade like a 6th or 7th round pick to New England for him. I guarantee you. Guarantee you on that. After that, I don't know. I don't know. After that, I don't. Mac Jones just didn't have trade value, unfortunately.
Wherever
Come
he's
on
going,
to Dallas.
he's
We'll
gonna
give
be
you
a
Trey
backup.
Lance.
Give you Trey Lance. Trey Lance is going to be your future starting quarterback, Ricky. Get ready. And Jacob. Get ready, guys. That's your future star.
I don't think so.
That's your future
I
star.
don't think so.
That's your future star. What do you guys think about the conversation, though, around Bill Belichick right now and the Patriots? Like, obviously this has been something that we've talked about for a while, for multiple weeks, but man, it's heating up right now. It's heating up right now. Especially after how this past weekend went in Germany. Like, God bless. Well, that was a horrible throw from Mac, and it's the Patriots. Just that they've got no rhythm. Like, do you think, is this the end of Bill Belichick in New England? Is this it?
It could be. And, all good things come to an end. He's had a great run there. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You brought them all these Super Bowls, everything like that. But I will say one thing. I've heard conversation that possibly he could go to the Chargers next year.
That would be very interesting.
I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be interesting.
If the Patriots can get a top quarterback in the draft this season, Bill Belichick will stay.
Yeah, see, that's going to be the big thing. If there's any way that the Patriots can get their guy, Bill Belichick, I can see sticking around.
When was Mac Jones drafted?
2021? Yeah, 2021.
What round?
First.
15th pick.
And he was a big guy like Joe Burrow was coming out of college. They've ruined him.
Oh, I wouldn't compare those two.
I
wouldn't compare those two. I wouldn't make that comparison.
I don't even think Mac was
know.
worthy of a first round pick.
The closest comparison that I would probably make to Mac coming out of college, I would say not in terms of exact skill set, but just in like, hey, this guy can be really good at the pro level with the right coaching, maybe like a Josh Allen, where he's got the question marks.
Do not draft Alabama quarterback. They're not good. They're
Except for
only
Tua.
good because of the team around them. That's it.
I mean, Tua's accurate
I
as
don't
hell.
know, man.
I'd give Tua some props.
Tua has a team around
I know
him.
he's got a team around him, but man, Tua can sling that ball, baby.
It's because he has like 4 or 5 receivers that are quick as hell open down the field. Same with
You watch
Jalen
your
Hurts.
mouth, AJ.
Hit me
You
with the
watch
question,
your
Tyler.
mouth. AJ McCarron did very well this past season.
Yeah, for St. Louis Battlehawks. Come on now. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
That man was at one point in time
hey.
tailored as the savior of Cincinnati before Joe Burrow came
That's
along.
because he has a hot wife. That's it.
Hey, here's
True.
one comment that I kind of like because it could be a possibility as time goes on. We'll see. As of now, I would say it's not correct, but it very well damn could be. Mac Jones is Kirk Cousins 2.0. See, Kirk is he's actually a good quarterback. I will fight tooth and nail on that. But I could see Mac becoming a Kirk Cousins 2.0. Once you kind of get him back on track, I could see that. I could see Mac Jones's career going down as a Kirk Cousins 2.0. I could totally see that. Patriots are right now number 4 in the draft. Yeah, man, they're very high. I mean, Bears are looking pretty solid over there to have 2 top 5 picks. Arizona, still projected for the top 5, but I think Kyler Murray, is going to get them some dubs. He didn't look great, but he looked fine this weekend. First game back, can't blame him. I don't blame him. I think he looked good enough for what he needed to be. And he got out there. He got running. He got a little moving. He got moving a lot better than I thought he would since he probably just came out of his racer gaming chair from playing Modern Warfare 3. He looked a lot better than I thought he would. So shout out to that.
The team, I can't remember what algorithm they do, but the team that has the best likelihood of snagging that number 1 pick is the Giants.
Dude.
Now because Danny Dimes is down.
Dude, Giants are so fucking bad. Oh my God. What happened? Is Dayball on the hot
Jones
seat?
will be traded and he will be good on another team. I will guarantee you that.
Is Dayball on the hot seat? After winning
No.
Coach of the Year? Second year in?
No.
Okay, because I say no, but man, I've seen some conversation on that.
One down season isn't enough. It shouldn't warrant a firing, especially when a lot of your players have been injured this season.
Yeah. All right, so the Kirk Cousins comparison is referring to Kirk Cousins like Mac was the Kirk Cousins when he was at Alabama. Like Alabama Mac was like a Kirk Cousins. And I agree to that. That I 100% agree with in terms of just play style and stuff like that. He's like, he doesn't really know what he compared Jalen Milroe to. I'd like maybe think of Michael Vick or Cam Newton. Well, I don't know if I'd say Cam. Cam was, oh my Lord, Cam was a different player. Cam was a different player in college.
Man,
Who the hell said that?
A chatter in the comments. We've got someone coming in and hanging out with us. Cam Newton was a
Christ, people, come on.
Cam Newton was a different animal in college.
I don't think we'd ever get someone like Vic
hang on.
and Newton. It's Lamar. That's the only person I think comes close is Lamar.
What, for Jalen?
No, for being compared to
Michael
Vick and
no,
Cam
okay.
Newton.
So I will say this. Okay. I think Jalen Milroe has the damn potential to live up to that kind of comparison. Jalen has just steadily played throughout this year, better and better. Like, this Alabama team this year, they've done the same thing. Just they've gotten better and better, man. They're going to sneak into the playoffs. I think
that loss against Texas is going to screw them, though.
Yeah, it's going to haunt them. It will. But nah, man, I think this year Jalen's looked solid. Jalen has looked solid, but look, next year, watch out, man. I think Jalen's going to be I think he's going to be a threat. I really do, man. He has continued to play better and better. So shout out to that.
And next year, the SEC looks kind of dangerous, especially with the recruiting classes they have going into this offseason. I don't think it's going to be as easy to win as it has been for Georgia.
Right.
You said that this year.
What?
You said that this year.
I know. And Ole
they're
Miss,
undefeated.
man, Ole Miss looks like dog shit. On paper, Ole Miss is better than Mizzou, but Mizzou played Georgia better than Ole Miss. Ole Miss got just mollywopped, for lack of better terms. I just want one of the top 4 teams that is not named after a tree nut to go down this weekend, please.
Hi, Jacob. How was your fantasy week? Love, Steve.
Listen, I would say probably about 60% of my team was on a bye week this week. So the fact that I came within 10 points of winning, even with all of my backups in, I'll take it. And Ricky, you're going down this week. I think I play you.
I don't even know who I play. I'll be honest with you. I've been trying to trade Tyler for a week straight. We had something worked out, and now he's just letting 3 trades just sit there. Tyler, I am going to spam you so many goddamn trades until you accept. We have until Saturday. I will wear you down. I will buy you 5 McChickens. Accept my trades.
McChickens are like $4 now, too. That's a steal.
I will buy McChickens like I bought you Come and Go pizza. I think that was for Le'Veon Bell.
Hey, Jacob, they're $4 for you up there. Down here, it's you buy one to get one for $1.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Tyler says, please, I will give you McChickens, my guy. Accept a trade. No, Tyler did
I'm
ask a question
Tyler
earlier,
has
though.
not accepted a trade, though.
Yeah, I've got 3.
I'm surprised. See, Tyler is one of those, like, as soon as the draft's over with, he's like, okay, who wants to trade? That's
True.
how he is.
Tyler said, I'll get bored enough and accept one. I'm going to send you like 3 more, so don't accept it yet. Wait until you got like 6 trades in the docket and then accept something. But Tyler did ask a question earlier whenever we jumped to NFL. So he also did say it could be an NFL question, but he was mostly referring to it as an NCAA question. So it can be either or. But he said, name a coach who was made because of a single QB. Like what coach got paid because of a QB and couldn't live up to the hype after that QB left. Who was the coach for Auburn's championship run with Cam? Who was the coach then? I don't remember his name, but he's a good example.
Had you not asked me, I would have been able to tell you. Well, Jimbo Fish was another good example.
Yeah, Jimbo. Let's see. God, who would be another one? Well, in terms of NFL, I mean, you could argue Bill Belichick at this point. Let's be real, boys. You could argue Bill Belichick at this point. If we're talking NFL, Mike McCarthy was thrown in the chat. You could argue that one too. I'd argue that one, honestly. Got a couple Mike McCarthys. Gene Chezik, that's one that Tyler said. Is that the Auburn guy, or is he just throwing that name out?
Gene Chezik's Auburn guy.
All right, so that's the Auburn guy. So shout out to that one. Let's see. Who would be another one? A guy who got paid because of his QB. Oh God. Who was the head coach when Johnny was at A&M? Is it Kevin Sumlin? Is that his name?
Kevin Sumlin.
Yeah, I would give him. I'd say he's a good example, honestly and truthfully. Matt LaFleur, Steve threw out without looking. I'd agree to that one. I'd agree to that one without I was looking right now. It makes me happy. I'm glad Packers fans can know what I've felt for the last like 15, 20 plus years of being unsure what the future is. Glad other people can experience this. Assholes.
Dan Mullen got paid a shit ton of money at Mississippi State after Dak had a pretty good season in 2015, right? And then I don't think Dan Mullen coached another good team again.
They were also the first ones to be number 1 in the college football playoff.
And they didn't even make the playoffs by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Alabama beat them the next week.
Oh,
Yep.
Coach O.
Hit on your ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler said Coach O, and then Steve said Coach O. That's a good one too.
Hey, I don't think he was given proper time after Joe Burrow left.
Oh, bull crap. He was given plenty of proper time. The dude was terrible.
Joe Burrow made him, man. Let's be real.
Hey, man.
Joe Burrow made him.
He's got a natty. He's got a natty. That's all I'm
Go
saying.
Tigers!
So does Gene Chisholm.
Go Tigers! And Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, Jimbo Fisher's got natty too. We see how well that's paying off
Gene
for him.
Chisholm hasn't been hired since.
Yeah, I don't even think is he. I don't even think he's doing anything anymore.
He's on the SEC network.
Okay, there you go. Took his bag, went home. So
You think Chip Kelly goes back to the NFL?
no, no shot.
New coach for the Bears.
Please, Christ, dude, that would be my line. That would be my line. This football, like, hold on. Let me go to my sniper
Write it
shot.
on the board.
This
Write it on
football,
the board.
fuck it. I'd be done. That'd be it, man. That'd
Write
be
it
it.
on the board.
No. That'd be it. I'd be done, man.
Chip Kelly, we would accept you here at Arkansas. By the way, we would gladly accept you at Arkansas.
Why? Nobody wants Chip Kelly. Did you see what he did to the Eagles? Yeah, Chip Kelly, go back to the Eagles, please.
No, like I think Chip would be fine in another college program, whether if it's like a Power 5 or a Group of 5. I think he'd be fine, somewhere else. At this point, I'd say go down to like a Group of 5. You know what I mean? I think that'd probably be the best move at this point. You've seen how it's kind of worked out, but I mean, I think
I will say first and forehead, what Chip Kelly was doing in Philly was the same thing that I was told by previous players in Arkansas that Bobby Petrino used to do at Arkansas. He used to run them to death. They would come back and tell stories on how Bobby Petrino's workouts in college were harder than the NFL workouts. You can't motivate rich people. You just can't do it.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's literally what Deion Sanders says before when it comes like he'll never go to the pros. You know what I mean?
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I don't.
I
blame
think
him
that's
either.
the same thing with like Urban's downfall in the pros too.
Oh my God, I know. Yeah, that was man. Urban's downfall with the Jags. Yeah, he's not made for it. You know what I mean? Like he's not made for the pros. He's not made for dealing with
Same
those
thing
guys.
with how Nick Saban was with the Jets. I mean, he just wasn't made for the pros.
You mean the Dolphins?
Yeah, the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Same team.
Yeah, basically.
They both suck.
At least Nick Saban was there for like what, 2 or 3 years? 3
Pretty sure
years,
it
I
was three,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby Petrino left after 13 games. Urban Meyer didn't even make it. I think 13 games. It was like 13. It might have been like 12. I don't remember. When
Bobby Petrino left after 13 games and came to Arkansas and had decent success, and then he got fired.
Yeah, now he's just kind of
And it
floating
wasn't
around.
because because anything he did on the field is what he did off the field.
Yeah.
He got caught.
Question: how would Justin Fields do in the Falcons? I've talked about that before as the residential Bears fan here. I very hard petition for Justin to get traded in the offseason. I really do, man. I want to see Justin succeed so badly, and I just don't. We have failed him. The Bears have failed Justin, and as a Bears fan, the Bears do not deserve Justin Fields, in my opinion. We just don't. We have failed him as an organization. And I know the Falcons has been a pretty common, name for a team to try to get Justin at some points. If it happened during the offseason, would love it. I'd love it wherever Justin went. I even talked about here on the show, like I think like 2 weeks ago, if Justin went to the Vikings. Fuck yeah, dude! Tear the Vikings up for like 10 plus years. Let's do it. Get your revenge, dude. Get your revenge for them failing you, because that's all we've done is fuck him over.
I still think, and I said this last season, I said it in the off season, I'm still hammering it down. Justin Fields is going to be a Seahawk.
I'd love that too. I'd love that. Let's go.
We would gladly give you Trey Lance for Justin Fields.
If
I'm
we
good.
get Justin, he's starting.
Trade
That's
Dak
true.
away as well.
Trade Dak, yeah. Hey,
Trade Dak for a first round pick.
think you get a first for Dak?
Oh, absolutely. He's the best quarterback in the NFC right now.
I say a second. If you guys trade him, you'll get a second for him. Put it on the board. Thank you. I'm not even bluffing. Put it on the board.
I don't think Jerry would trade him though.
Nah,
He won't.
he's like Jerry's son. I don't think he would.
I don't think he will either. Falcons owner wants Mac Jones or Justin Fields. Which do you think he will pick and why?
Justin's a better quarterback.
Yeah, I'd say Justin. You know, if he can swing and get Justin, I would say he's going to swing and get Justin. But at the same time, I don't know if they're going to make that swing or not, because I saw one report that apparently Artie Smith's got support of the Falcons ownership and he's going to be back next year. As I know, that's been a question for Artie Smith there. Is he going to come back or not? So are they going to keep running with Desmond or not? It's going to be the big question. I mean, Desmond's shown improvement, but he hasn't shown that he's like a superstar, quarterback, but he's definitely shown improvement. So, no, I mean,
Art Smith is a horrible head coach and will
Facts.
always be a horrible head coach. I do not think he's made to be a head coach.
I agree. If he does come back next year, he'll be one of the guys that's going to get fired midseason. This is how it's going to go. I'll be shocked if he comes back next year, though. Depending on how the Falcons finish out. Though. Let's see. So there is one other very important topic around the NFL right now that I really want to address here on the show and just kind of get thoughts on publicly. I want to get thoughts on it publicly because this was already mentioned before we ever went live. But it's a pretty important news topic that it really, really does need to get addressed here. So I'm going to switch scenes here, and we're going to set up a nice little window capture here. And we're going to go right here. So I got to zoom out a little bit. That's not a good shot. So apparently Jameson Williams' McDonald's order is going viral right now because he likes to combine a McDouble and an Oreo McFlurry.
Are we serious?
I need opinions on this. I really do. We got to get this out in the open. So I personally think that would be fire. I kind of want to go get an Oreo McFlurry if the machine's not broke and put it on a McDouble and see how it tastes. But I'm a psychopath. We need to get our public opinion out here.
McFlurry.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Let's go.
What is worse, that or mayo and coffee?
Oh, mayo and coffee. That's not even a question. That's not even a question, man. Mayo and coffee by Will Levis is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Like, that is just brutally like, what are you doing? But this is a guy that clearly smokes weed. Like, up front. That's what this is. Like, that's what this is, though. Oh, okay. All right. Tyler does bring up an interesting point because I bash him about this, too. Tyler says, okay, that's fire, but my grilled cheese dipped in sweet tea ain't. That is true. That's weird. Why would you dip a grilled cheese in sweet tea? I don't understand it.
Now, one of my favorite things, I haven't had it in a long time, but one of my favorite things to do is a peanut butter and syrup sandwich. It is so delicious, y'all.
That's it?
It is so delicious.
That's all you put on it is peanut butter and maple syrup?
Peanut butter and maple syrup. It is delicious. I'm telling y'all, don't knock it till you try it. It is delicious.
You're making Jacob ponder his life right now.
I'm serious. Go try it. I'm telling you. Hey,
I mean,
toast the bread too. It's even
that's
better.
pretty similar to what I do with my waffles. I put peanut butter and syrup on my waffles. So,
Yeah, it's basically the same thing as that, but I don't put peanut butter on my waffle.
That
but
is good, though.
waffles are warm and they're kind of crispy.
Peanut butter on waffles is fire up front.
It's so good.
It is.
I learned that by the old Eggo commercials.
It's almost like the old people. The old people still put peanuts in their Coke. I mean,
maple syrup, y'all fancy. I be getting that off-brand basic syrup. Hey, it's the same damn thing. It all works.
nothing works like Miss Buttersworth. Oh, I love me some Miss Buttersworth.
There you go.
Or Aunt Jemima, even though it's not Aunt Jemima anymore. It's Pearl Milling Company. Thanks a lot, PepsiCo. I probably shouldn't say that on the air.
Jesus Christ, Ricky. All right. Anyway. All right. So while we have Tyler here, before Tyler's got to dip out at some point, I want to ask. Let's talk about the Bills. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills here. What the hell is going on
sucked.
in Buffalo? Like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? Is it can we simply chalk it up to the Madden curse, or is this like been writing on the wall? Like, what the hell is going on, dude?
Madden curse.
Don't give me no Madden curse.
It's the Madden curse.
It's gotta
It
be.
happens every single year.
It's gotta be.
It is the Madden curse.
There's only been like 2 players ever to dodge the Madden curse. Like, what are we talking about?
Guys, we called this at the beginning of the season. I said the Bills weren't going to make the playoffs. I don't know. What more do I need to spell out? It's the Madden curse.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
The
Lord
Madden
have
game
mercy.
came out, I'm pretty sure, before the regular season started.
Always. Josh Allen needs Brian Daboll back. Facts. Facts. Which is also why Tyler said earlier, I think I forgot to shout this out. Tyler was hoping that Brian Daboll is on the hot seat so he can come back to Buffalo.
If he comes back to Buffalo, he's taking over head coaching position.
McDermott out. McDermott out.
I don't think he'd regress back to being just an OC again.
I think he would.
Yeah, a lot of them do, especially if they get fired from a head coaching position.
I don't think Sean McDermott. I think Sean McDermott's seat is hot. I think it is real hot, or at least toasted.
Sitting on the burner.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a slew of injuries on the defensive side of the football. I know that for a fact. And, I think it comes down to one thing other than, your defense being, down. Run the football. Yeah, they don't have a running game besides Josh Allen. I mean, he is the only one that's running. I'm pretty sure he still leads their team in rushing yards, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
But, at the same time, they turn the ball over like crazy. Let me take that back. Josh Allen turns the ball over like crazy.
True.
But one of the things that's been overlooked over the years is that even with him turning the ball over so much, he wins. Now it's getting to the point where defenses are figuring him out. And you've got to establish a running game. If you don't establish a running game, you're not going to be successful. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, that's been Buffalo's consistent problem for a while. Tyler just said this, and I will defend him on this part 100% because this is how we have honestly felt on this show this season, is they do have a running game. They just won't use it for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Like, James Cook is a guy that can get the job done for you. He's young, second year in the league right now. Give him the ball, feed him the ball, and you're not doing it. You're just not doing it.
I can't believe that benching after the opening fumble was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That fumble was not his fault. That was just a great play by the defensive player.
Right. No.
But I'm pretty sure he came back to rush for over 100 yards. So on 12 carries for 109 yards.
And then, I will, on the opposite end of that game, is Russell Wilson back. I say no, that was a fluke game.
Oh, yeah.
That was
they
a
only
fluke
won
game.
that game based off a terrible decision from the defense for having 12 people on the field.
Yeah, I know. God, what a shit show. Honestly, this whole weekend is like a shit show of primetime games. I mean, we had, of course, the Bears and the Panthers for Thursday night. What a barn burner that one was, right? And you have another barn burner with the Vegas and the Jets. Oh, man. And then, of course, Buffalo and Denver. Like, Jesus Christ.
Robert Saleh said they're going with Zach Wilson again this week. Basically because there's nobody else.
We'll give you Trey Lance.
Who is their backup? Tim Boyle from Eastern Kentucky. This is his 5th season.
Never heard of him.
I don't think I've ever heard of him either.
You can always go
I
get
thought
Gardner
they
Minshew.
still had what's his name? Zach White? Mike
I don't think
White.
they have
Mike
him
White.
anymore.
Mike White.
Where's Mike
is
White at?
Tampa? He's in Tampa. He's backing up Baker. Apparently, Mike Shula is going to be calling the plays up in Buffalo. He's currently a senior offensive assistant for him. And last time he called plays was last time he was doing play calling was 2013, 2015 Cam Newton Panthers. So been a damn hot minute. Do you think Mike Shula can help Josh Allen long term? No, maybe the rest of this season, sure. But I mean, you're gonna have to get a hell of a OC or just a new head coach this offseason to really put Josh back on track And obviously, next year he won't be on the Madden cover, so he'll be a lot better next year.
The problem with Buffalo too is Buffalo is a small market. So can they really fork out the money just for a OC? I doubt it.
Eric Bieniemy.
So this is interesting. So Josh Allen is tied for the lead with passing touchdowns this year with 19 with Tua Tagovailoa, and then he leads the league in interceptions with 11. If you look at his attempts for the entire season, there's only one player who's played the same amount of games as he has so far this season. There's only one player who has more attempts than him, and that's Sam Howell with Washington. The one that's real close, Joe Burrow has 348 passing attempts in 9 games. So you could technically, statistically say he would technically be number 2 as far as pass attempts goes. They don't run the football.
Tyler also
Damn.
asked if we saw how many seconds were left when Denver lined up for the field goal. I did see the memes about that. Tyler sent me the meme as well. 13 seconds. And he sent in the meme is a collage of 4 other games that came down to 13 seconds left. Of course, the most notable really being the Buffalo-Kansas City playoff game.
Let's see. If you go by running back, I'm trying to look here at all the running backs here. Yeah, Josh Allen leads the team in rushing yards as well. It's plain and
It's because they
simple.
refuse to hand the ball off to James Cook.
Yeah, it's
but
like
when they
it's
do,
like
it's so good. He is so good.
Yeah, it's like Tyler said. They have a run game, they're just not using it.
I'm sorry, I bypassed James Cook. James Cook has 615 rushing yards so far this year. That's 6th in the NFL. But he only has, and that's 120 attempts. If you take that 120 attempts, oh gosh, he is number 20 in attempts this year.
Man, what's going on up in Buffalo is wild, and it's just going to get worse too because Stephon Diggs wants out clearly at this point. So I don't think he's going to be a Bill next year. So that's going to be the big question of where he's going to go. I mean, Jesus, man.
Looking at that, you want to know what's crazy is the fact that James Cook sits 6th for, like Ricky said, with 615 yards. The man only has 1 single touchdown.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah, it is. Like you're not giving them the touches in the red zone. You're letting them get downfield, but you're not letting them kind of pound it in the red zone, which then can open up more stuff for you in the red zone with passing. Man, it's wild what's happening. Why did the Bills sign Damian Harris if they're not going to use him? This is before the neck injury. I mean, it's the same question we're asking. They've got a run game. They're not utilizing it. I mean, James Cook's getting yardage, but I mean, you got to use Cook up in the red zone too, man. You got to do both. But they're just putting everything on Josh Allen still, in my opinion. But I don't know. Like I said, next year, no Madden curse. He won't be the Madden cover guy. So everything will be fine. Everything's fine. This is just a 1-year problem. 1-year problem. Ricky, you cannot tell me you don't believe in the Madden curse.
I don't believe in the Madden curse.
It happened.
Peyton Hillis was on the Madden curse one year, and he played for the Cleveland
Browns. Look what happened to his career.
Yeah, look what happened. He didn't do shit after that.
And he was fan voted. That was the last year EA ever allowed the fan vote for a cover.
Yep.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes, he's been on the Madden
cover. The year that he got put on there, he was out for like 6 games that season.
And he won a Super Bowl last year, so his career keeps on going up. And they're about to go to 6 straight AFC Championship games.
So Patrick Mahomes is one of the literally 2 people that have managed to escape the curse. The other one being Tom Brady. But look at everyone else. Everyone, the day after the game came out, Michael Vick tore his ACL or whatever. The day after. Ray Lewis gets on it. He fucking kills somebody. Don McNabb gets on it. I think he was out for the year. Vince Young gets on it. He sucks. Brett Favre gets on it when he goes to the Jets. He sucks. Peyton Hillis gets on it. He sucks.
Antonio Brown gets on it and he goes loco.
Odell Beckham gets on it. He sucks. Antonio Brown gets on it. He goes insane.
Time out. First of all, when Brett Favre went to the Jets sucked anyways, okay? Let's talk about legit Oh my God. Fine. You win this argument. It's the Madden curse.
It
It's
is.
the Madden curse.
Look at
When they miss the
history.
playoffs again next year, when they miss the playoffs again next year, I don't want to hear nothing about the Madden curse.
Madden curse is
We're
real,
little
man.
It
Jack-
only usually takes place for that season, though. Sometimes it's like a career-ending injury or whatever, but the Madden curse only lasts for that season.
What up? And I mentioned Peyton Hillis, and I know his career went downhill after that, but he played for the Browns. They were horrible.
That man was a dog, though.
He was, but I'm just saying that team was terrible. That franchise is terrible. I mean, heck, they're going to be a sleeper for the playoffs this year. But I'm just saying.
I don't think they're
The
going to be a
Madden
sleeper.
curse.
I think they're a lock based off that defense.
So, if Dak Prescott somehow manages to be on the Madden cover next year, I've got to choose a different team next year.
Yeah,
'Cause
you do.
I'm already going.
It's
I'm already.
done.
I'm going to. This is what's going to happen.
It's done. It's over. He's gonna tear his ACL,
Oh God.
or he's gonna kill someone
No.
like Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just pointing out the curse, man. Shit happens. Shit happens. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ. Oh. So boys, I personally didn't have anything else on like my own personal docket for today. I think we hit everything. Let's see: Jimbo, Pittman, Chip Kelly, Sanders, Jameson Williams, McDonald's meal. That was actually on my docket. Patriots, Bills. I mentioned Kyler, which is all I really wanted to do. And I guess Lions. I mean, Lions continue to prove they look legit. So shout out to that. I mean, I love it. The Lions deserve this, dude. The Lions absolutely deserve all the success they're having right now. I love it. I'm here for it.
I do have one other thing to talk about, mainly with Ricky. I'm sure you've seen the news. Leighton Vander
Yep.
Esch, his career is on the line right now.
Yeah.
I hate that too. I hate that too.
Sean Lee 2.0. I said that when he got drafted,
Mhm.
and his career has been exactly that.
And I hate that for him personally, though. I mean, the defense is going to be fine without him. I mean, it's still going to be a pretty big gap, but at the same time, it's like, man, you just feel for the guy.
I don't think the defense will be good without him as far as like short term goes, because he is the play caller on that side of the ball. He is the Mike linebacker. He's the one that makes the calls and the adjustments.
True, but other than that, I still think they'll be okay.
Oh, one other topic that we definitely need to hit, and I'm kind of ashamed that it took this long to hit it and it wasn't even on my docket, considering this is something that we have been hard like talking about and advocating for all season long. But boys, how about them Houston Texans beating the Cincinnati Bengals? CJ Stroud, baby, balling the hell out. Hey,
CJ Stroud proves to be the better of the Ohio State quarterbacks.
Hey, man, there's a lot of conversation right now.
Oh,
CJ
shut
Stroud does not only need
Shut
to be
up.
talked about as the rookie of the year, but as an MVP candidate. And I agree. Stats don't lie. His record does not lie. A winning record, 5-4, not great, but you have a winning record when you were projected to be complete and utter dog shit. And people can try to argue the Texans and Panthers thing all day. Both these teams sucked, okay? Let's not try to compare apples to oranges right now. Both these teams were terrible. Shout out to CJ Stroud, man, the difference that he's making down there. God bless. What a quarterback, man. It just makes me happy because this is something that everyone on this show, me, Jacob, Ricky, and Shane, were pounding the desk for this offseason. With all of our mock draft stuff and all of our player rankings, we had CJ Stroud at number 1. Every time, I think we had CJ Stroud. Maybe not always number 1 pick because we were trying to go for accuracy of the picks, and I think we were all kind of back and forth on if the Panthers were going to pull the trigger on Bryce or not. I think my final 3 or 4 mocks, I had Bryce going 1, even though I didn't agree with it. But we all agreed on one thing: CJ was the better of the two, and I think it's being shown right now.
I love
Yep.
it. I love it
And for the
so
record-
much.
Yeah.
For the record, Joe Burrow won a championship at LSU, not Ohio State. He wasn't an
Oh, I
Ohio
know.
State quarterback.
Yeah, he definitely was an Ohio State quarterback. He was on the roster as a quarterback, and he even says himself he is both a Buckeye and a Tiger.
I mean, if he claims it, he claims it. You know, there are situations where I don't feel like it can be claimed, but if he claims it, he claims it. You know,
I mean, he was on the roster. You guys can't deny that.
I'm
He
not
was on
denying
the roster
that,
as a
but
quarterback.
like, what was he, like a 17th string? I mean,
third string.
17th. All right, so I mean, it's up for debate there. I mean, at least
he,
in
he
like,
was behind Stroud and Haskins.
yeah, he had a time. You know, but then you know, with like a case like Jalen Hurts, you know, he did a little bit of both. You know, at Oklahoma and Alabama, best of both worlds. So. But no, I mean CJ Stroud
just wasn't a he wasn't a urban guy.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't urban guys. A lot of people are not urban guys. You know what I mean? But I know who is an urban person is that chick up in the bar that he finger gunned her butthole. So shout out to that.
Oh, gosh, really?
So shout out to that, boys. No, CJ Stroud, in my opinion, he deserves to be in the MVP conversation. I'm not calling him the MVP, but he deserves to be in the conversation. Just because he's a rookie doesn't mean shit to me right now when the stats don't lie. I mean, in terms of yards, the only guy that's higher than him right now is Sam Howell. So shout out to that. That's actually impressive, man. Eric Bieniemy is doing some very, very wonderful things over there in Washington with Sam right now, which is ultimately helping him try to land a job for next year. Let me see.
I tried to tell you guys that Sam Howell was going to be a good quarterback.
I mean, dude, he's balling. He's balling, and it's to the point where it's like I don't think Commanders can make an argument on if they should get rid of Sam or not if he keeps balling out the way that he is. I mean, you got to get the interceptions down a little bit, you know, up at 9 right now. But I mean, hey, first year of starting, you can't really blame him. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen sometimes.
This would be perfect. This is a perfect position for the Commanders to relieve Ron Rivera and upgrade Eric Bieniemy to head coach.
I think Bryce Young is a late bloomer, but we will see. I mean, we will. I think Bryce Young and CJ will both be great quarterbacks. We'll see. I think Bryce is overrated. I think he's overrated as shit. I've thought that since he was in college. I think he's overrated as hell. He's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. So, I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, the one downside with Bryce is like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and argue like the weapons thing because, I mean, I would argue that Carolina had better weapons even after trading DJ Moore. You know what I mean? Like, I would argue that. The weapons in Houston, CJ's made the absolute best out of them, but they're not dynamic weapons. I mean, at least over in Carolina, you've got an older, yes, but you've got a Pro Bowler wide receiver in Adam Thielen, who's proving that he's still a damn good receiver this year. Shout out to him in fantasy. He's been a big help for me. And Miles Sanders, who they have just not utilized correctly. But I don't know. I mean, time will tell. I will say one thing that's going to hurt Bryce Young is Frank Wright doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So as long as he's the head coach, Bryce is fucked. So we shall see. Arch Manning may transfer to Alabama. I've seen a lot of conversation that Arch is going to potentially transfer, especially because I've seen the reports that Quinn Ewers is going to come back next year. I actually don't think that's the case, honestly. I think Arch is actually going to stick around, but, you know, we'll see. I truly believe he's going to, you know, because he's redshirted right now, isn't he? Or is he a true freshman? I thought he was redshirted.
Pretty sure he's a red shirt.
So it's like you redshirt this year, doesn't count against you. All right, you set next year, and then you start after that, and you start 2 to 3 years. Eli did the same damn thing. So, I mean, I don't think he'll transfer, but I do acknowledge it could be possible. I just don't know to where. Thielen is a future Trash Express ever since 2012 team member. Yeah, he would be if you accepted a trade, but, you know, we're sitting here. We're waiting. Nah, don't accept a trade yet. I'm going to send you like 3 more. You're going to have 6 to choose from, my friend, and you better just accept something. Just Russian roulette, just spin the dial and accept something.
Tell you what, I really rolled the dice on this, and it's partially due to how successful CJ Stroud has been. But he has made Tank Dell fantasy beast so far, and I'm loving it.
Did you guys see the clip from Tank Dell? For why
Huh?
he's called? Did you guys see the clip about Tank Dell and why he's called Tank?
No,
Oh my god, dude! I saw this on TikTok, and just even the commentator, literally as soon as he said it, just started laughing. He's just like, "All right, go to whoever, whatever." It's like it was right after a kickoff. It's like, and back to fair catch. It was Tank Dell. He's called Tank because he's been called Tank as a kid because he's got a big head. He had a big head as a kid.
that's so
Gentlemen,
mean.
Oh my god!
That is
Like
mean. That
it's
is so mean.
legit thing, man.
Gentlemen, forgive me for a second. I'm going to say a quick prayer for just a second. Dear God, let Arch Benny come to Arkansas. We need a quarterback.
Oh,
badly.
relax, relax. Hey,
There is no way.
No
there is
shot.
no way.
no shot. Wait, no, wasn't he actually considering Arkansas though?
Yeah, I think it was in the top 10, top 15,
Okay.
something like that.
Top 15. Hey, speaking of that though, I sent Jacob a
Hey,
message this
At
weekend.
least it was in the top 15.
I
He was
sent
also considering Ohio State too.
Yeah.
Same with Quinn Ewers. But
I sent Jacob a message this weekend, Ricky, that I just think it's just like so funny when you look at it. Where it's like I saw a statistic where going into this game against Auburn, like KJ Jefferson was like 1 TD away and like 157 yards away from being like all-time career leading passer for Arkansas. And I'm just like, that is so funny to think about when you look at the names that he was going to pass and compare the teams that those guys were leading versus KJ. And it's just like, KJ is really about to be the career leader. Like, that's pathetic, because Arkansas hasn't really been hyper competitive with KJ. You can't argue that. And then you look at the guys that, he would have passed with Brandon Allen or Tyler Wilson. Those were much more competitive teams. So I just thought that was a hilarious statistic.
it's a completely different era.
It is. I agree. I get that. It
Right.
is.
And they spent less time at Arkansas that KJ Jefferson has spent. I think this is his 4th year as a
True.
starter. Tyler Wilson only started 2 years. Brandon Allen was 3 years. Ryan Mallett, who held the record before Tyler Wilson, he was only there 2 years.
Yep.
But that was So I would not consider KJ Jefferson the all-time passing leader. My ass.
Yeah. Statistic wise, he's about to be, buddy. So get ready.
Passing leader. They need to omit that from the freaking record book and just stick with that. No.
It's gonna
No.
happen.
Put
Get
it
ready.
Far away.
Give it this week. You guys are playing FIU. This is his chance. This is his
In
chance.
favor
Go
by like
FIU.
30 points, I'm pretty sure.
All right. So hang
I
on.
was so tempted
Hey.
to take the under.
Hey, here's
Take the under. Take the under. Hey, we ain't beating them by 30. We probably ain't gonna beat them.
Hey, here's a good example from Tyler in the chat. KJ and Clifford are the same. They're both the leaders at their schools, but they are not the best. There you go.
Can't argue with that.
Yep. Jimbo Fisher to West Virginia or Virginia, I think would be a match made in heaven. That'd be an interesting match. At least it'd make West Virginia a little. I think Virginia's a little. I don't think Virginia could swing Jimbo Fisher. I'll be honest with you.
West Virginia can though.
West
Just
Virginia
for
can.
And also West Virginia has a decently good team right
They do. West Virginia could swing Jimbo. Virginia, I don't think so. West Virginia could, though. West Virginia, I think, would have the money to make that swing. I'm looking forward to see who's going to make a swing for Jimbo, man. I'm not a Jimbo fan at all. I'm really not, but I'm looking forward to the conversation of who's going to be making those swings.
I don't think any of us are a Jimbo Fisher fan, but it's just
we're not.
he's a good head coach. I mean, it's hard to deny that.
Yeah.
I personally think he's done.
Dude, he's got the money to go chill, so you cannot blame him.
He just seems like the type of person that can't stay away from football, though, even if he tried.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He's old school mindset with that.
Boys, you got anything else that you wanted to chat about? If not, I figure we can hit our picks and work our way out of here today.
Let's do it.
All right, let me go turn on the music. The old intro, as always. I will say next week, big week for our college poll. As next week, of course, is the final week of the regular season, and I've already submitted it on our Run Your Pool. We will be picking every single game next week, just like we did last year. It's going to be a time. Before we get to the picks, let me actually touch base on something just so we can kind of give a little update on how things are going, because we have not touched on the leaderboard in quite some time. So we have our good buddy Tylor here leading the college leaderboard with 162.87. I'm tailing him right there at a 161.88. Then we got Ricky with 158.91, Jacob with 148.101, Brady with 145.104, Steve with a 136.93, and Shane down at the bottom, 129.120. I will say, I think Shane, I know Shane and Ricky, Shane and Steve both. I think they're both at the bottom because I know Steve missed week 1 for sure. I think Shane missed a week here recently. I could be wrong. I know there was 1 week where Shane missed like the first 6 games. So Shane's just kind of affected by that right now. But I'm telling Tyler, it's about to happen. Let's get into the picks. All right, so first up, we do have a Wednesday game. So if you're listening and you're part of the poll, make sure to get your picks in. We have Central Michigan and Ohio. Give me Ohio.
Mac Nation, baby, give me the Bobcats.
Ohio.
Next up, Colorado, Washington State. Give me Washington State.
Who the fuck put this game on the damn bracket? Give me Washington State, but I won't be surprised if Colorado beats them.
Yeah, Washington State has actually gone down the hill. I'm actually taking the opposite. I'm taking Colorado.
All right, next up, Coastal Carolina and Army. Give me Coastal Carolina.
Same.
Next up, Drake and Butler. God, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling Butler at home.
Someone put in chat breaking news.
I saw
Bill
that.
Belichick and New England agreed to part ways at the end of the season.
I'm trying to fact check that.
I'm taking Butler in this one.
I didn't even know Butler had a football team, so I'll take Butler.
Damn good basketball school.
Yeah, that's true.
They are. I was Drake.
All right, Rutgers, Scarlet Knights at Penn State. Give me Penn State. I wouldn't be surprised if this somehow stayed close.
This is a night game.
Now, that's a great question. I'm not sure.
Here, I'll find out real quick.
Nope, it's a noon game. Give me Penn State anyways.
Yeah, Penn State will win this game.
SMU at Memphis. Give me Memphis.
I don't know. I know Memphis has been on the uphill, but SMU can still chunk it. Give me SMU.
Both these teams are doing surprisingly well this year. I think. Give me SMU.
It's tough. Yeah, but I say it's tough. Let's see. SMU is currently second at 6-0. They're tied with Tulane and UTSA. Memphis has only lost one conference game, and it was at home.
SMU's favored by 8.5, and this is at Memphis. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Next up, Purdue at Northwestern. Give me Purdue.
Give me Northwestern.
I'm glad you said that, Jacob. For the simple fact is I was not on the Northwestern bandwagon. I didn't think they was going to win a game, but they've surprisingly done well.
All right, next up, Louisville at Miami. So heartbroken about this game this weekend with Miami. I was heartbroken about that one. It's just that game of the year, man, that I just don't want to lose. But hey, like I said, that Miami had a chance to win it. My opinion on that game was correct. They had a chance to win it, just didn't pull it off. This one, I'm not sure, man. Louisville did not look strong this past week, if I remember correctly. Was it this week they did not look strong, or the week before?
I want to say it was both.
Okay. Oh, man. I know TVD's coming back. Emory Williams, he's out for the season now. Oh, God. Give me Miami. It's all about the U, baby. Let's rock with it.
Yeah, the reason why I put this game on here was specifically because I am taking Miami with the upset.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Hit me with
make
it.
it 3 for 3.
Hit me with it, Ricky. Hit me with it, Ricky. Come on. Hit me with it. Let's go.
Oh, you.
All right, close enough. There we go. Yeah. Next up, Utah and Arizona, who's been surprisingly really good, and they're ranked now. Hey, shout out to the Wildcats, baby. Shout out to the Wildcats, man. Give me Utah. But I think this is going to be a damn good game.
Man, when Arizona beat Washington State, that started the downfall for the Cougs.
Yep.
Give me Arizona. I want to see Arizona win out.
Ah, that'd be awesome.
Here's the thing, though. Arizona could win out. If you look at they have Utah, obviously. And then next week is at Arizona State. And Arizona State's not going to be a pushover. It is also a rivalry game. But yeah, they can very well win this game. Utah, though, goodness gracious, they've got a great defense.
Next up, UCLA and USC. Give me USC.
I agree.
Unfortunately, I agree too.
Villanova at Delaware. Give me Delaware.
Same.
3 for 3.
Hawaii at Wyoming. You know who it's about, boys. We on this stretch right now, baby. 2-0. 2-0, baby. Season starts now. We're about to be 3-0 when we beat the Cowboys this weekend. Let's get it, baby. Go Bows.
And can the Bows officially make it a winning streak with 3 games in a row?
You're damn right we can. This is our time. Season starts right now. Let's go, baby. Bow Nation. Let's go. Go Bows.
What's your guys' what's Hawaii's record right now?
Hey, the season starts now. Our record is 2-0.
Well, I just want to know whether or not you guys can somehow make it to be bowl eligible this year.
I don't think so.
They have to win out.
Yeah, we'd have to win out.
Give me the Bows.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's go Hawaii. That's what I'm talking about.
Wyoming's overall record this year is 6-4. They are 6-0 at home. They are 0-4 on the road. Hawaii is 4-7 overall, 3-3 at home, 1-4 on the road. Who do I think I'm gonna pick? I'm picking Wyoming.
Come on, Ricky.
I'm sorry. The statistics say pick Wyoming.
Kiss my ass. Statistics are gonna be wrong this weekend. Go Bows, baby. Go Bows right here. Go Bows. All right, next up, Montana State at Montana. Give me Montana State.
Give me the Grizz.
This one's tough. Montana State.
App State at James Madison, which is the college game day this week. Give me James Madison.
Yeah, I mean, Appalachian State has started to come up a little bit more, but James Madison has been consistently great all season long. Give me James Madison.
Why do I have a feeling that this is App State's type of game though?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Go
too.
in and upset a team that's one of the last undefeated teams and a ranked team at that in the AP poll at the very least.
True.
Give me the upset. Give me App State.
That's fair.
All right, UCA at Austin Peay. Give me UCA.
Same.
Same.
Texas State at Arkansas State. Give me Texas State.
I really want Arkansas State to win. Arkansas State has to win this week and next week. I think they play Texas State this week. I think they play Coastal Carolina. No, they play Marshall next week. Texas State is so good, though, and they've been on such a downfall. But it seems like these high-powered offenses, Arkansas State not been able to do well against. So I'll take Texas State.
Yeah, I'll take the Bobcats as well.
Alcorn State at Jackson State. I'm kind of feeling. Give me Jackson State.
Let's see here. That's the SWAC.
Yep, that's swag.
Give
Give me the
Jackson
rundown,
State.
Ricky. How's Alcorn State?
6-4.
They both have a good record. 6-4 for Alcorn State, 7-3 for Jackson State. The one thing that's going to really push it's going to be a high-scoring game. Both their defenses aren't that great, but if you look at their scoring, Jackson State scores more per game than what Alcorn State does.
Give me Jackson State.
All right, North Carolina at Clemson. This one's kind of tough. This feels like the game the Tigers can win, honestly.
I think Clemson wins out.
Yeah, they're winning. They're starting to win at a very good time. And North Carolina's Oh my God. Surprised. The only reason they're still ranked is obviously they beat Duke in overtime last week, but yeah, I'm gonna take Clemson.
Give me North Carolina.
See, I want to root for North Carolina. I like North Carolina as a program, and I like their team this year. But man, they've just been dropping. They've just been dropping. Every chance they get, they can't win the big games.
I know. I'm going to hope this is going to be a dub for them. Illinois at Iowa. Give me Iowa.
Same. That Iowa defense is suffocating.
If Iowa had any type of an offense, they'd be the best team in the country.
Dude,
They
facts.
did have an offense. They had a quarterback in Cade McNamara, and then he got injured.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm also taking Iowa.
Georgia at Tennessee. Give me Georgia.
Everybody's writing out Tennessee.
I can't get
Everybody
on. I
thought
can't get on.
Mizzou-
I can't. After
Everybody
last
thought
week,
Mizzou was going to do it. Everybody thought Ole Miss was going to do it. Nobody was talking about if Tennessee could do it because Tennessee hasn't been that good of a team this year based upon compared to last season. What if Tennessee does it? What if somehow Tennessee has a miracle
won't.
like they
Stop
did
it.
last
They
year
won't.
against
They
they
Alabama?
won't.
Alabama was
You're
not that
right.
great last
You're
year.
right. They don't have Hendon Hooker. I'm going Georgia.
Yeah, it's Georgia.
I think Georgia will win out, but I do think they'll lose the SEC championship.
All right, UNLV at Air Force. Air Force has been on a 2-game losing streak. Give me Air Force and a bounce back.
Give me Las Vegas. I think they're looking like the more dominant team, especially on this last stretch of the season. I think UNLV should be ranked.
I wouldn't go that far as far as like UNLV needs to be ranked or anything like that. But yeah, they are on a tear, and Air Force has just looked so awful these last few weeks. I will also take UNLV.
UCF and Texas Tech. Give me UCF, baby.
I want to go UCF, but Texas Tech, they've ramped it up. They had a shaky start at the beginning of the season, but they've found their footing ever since then. Give me the Red Raiders.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech.
Cal at Stanford. Give me Cal.
Stanford good at home?
That's a great question.
Let's see here.
Let's find out.
Stanford's record at home. Oh, shit. Stanford's record at home is 0-5.
There's your answer.
Holy
There's,
shit.
there's your answer.
Oh my lord.
3-2 on the road.
Give me Cal.
Yeah, give me Cal.
All right. Kansas State at Kansas. Give me Kansas State.
Kansas State as well.
Give me Kansas.
Ooh, okay. Idaho State and Idaho. This one's very easy. Idaho State fucking sucks, but I love rivalry games, so give me Idaho. I gotta put it on there. I love rivalry games. Okay, I put Michigan and Michigan State
Idaho
on there.
State was even a thing.
Yeah, man, they fucking stink. They're so bad. Go Vandals, though, baby! At the Kippy Dome, it's gonna be popping this weekend. All right, Kentucky and South Carolina.
I think South Carolina's on a 2-game winning streak right now.
I believe so. Let me look. Yeah, they're on they're 2-0 right now, and they're 4-1 at home. They just haven't won on the road all year. They're 0-4 on the road. Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is so unfortunate. Kentucky's favored by 2.
Yeah, give me the Cox, baby. Beamer's Cox are going to be ready to go this weekend.
Hey man, you might need to share some of those Cox because I'm also going with the Cox.
Let's go, baby. Cox for days. Cox for everybody.
Yeah, go for 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Nebraska and Wisconsin. Give me Wisconsin at home, I think.
I put this game on here because I do think there could be a very good chance for an upset.
Give me Wisconsin, even though they're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, give me Nebraska.
I'm also taking Nebraska.
All right, let's see. All right, so next up we have our FCS game of the week. We have Harvard at Yale. Give me Harvard.
Go ahead, Ricky. I need to think about this.
Yeah, I'm really thinking this is a rivalry game. Let me look at the conference standings right now for the. This will be for the Ivy League championship. Let's see here. Both teams. See, Harvard is 8-1. Yale is 6-3. Oh boy, this is tough.
This is the Ivy League championship?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Wow.
Yes.
Man, this season
Yes,
has
this
flown
Ivy-
by.
Yeah, next week's our last season, man.
That's crazy.
Next week is the game for you.
I don't want to talk about it yet.
Yeah, we'll get there next week.
We need to get past Minnesota.
Hold on.
This is gonna be.
Penn's name is the
Only-
Quakers? I didn't know that.
You
The
didn't know- you didn't know
Pennsylvania
that?
Quakers? I didn't know that.
Let's see here. The this is gonna be one slugfest of a game. It usually is. Let me see. Let me look at historical.
They're both on a 3-game win streak. I don't have a feeling this is about to be like game of the week. Like, honest to God, like the game of the week.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, so here we go. Here's statistical facts. Yale won it last year. And let's see here. The longest win streak was Harvard between 2007 to 2015. Ever since then, I think it's gone back and forth each year. Let's see here. Let me go all the way down to where it says 2020. All right, so Yale has won it since 2015. Yale has won 4 of the past 6 meetings, and all of them but one have been very, very close. The rest of them have been, all but one. I'm sorry, yeah, all but one have been very close. The one that wasn't close to the 24-3, and it was at Yale. And it seems like, let's see here. Last year, Yale won it at Harvard. It was a 19-14 game. The year before, Harvard won 34-31. Oh, this is tough.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning Harvard just based upon the head-to-head schedules with similar opponents. Harvard's beat Brown, Yale hasn't. Harvard beat Holy Cross, Yale hasn't.
Yale beat Brown.
Or not Brown, Penn, right?
The Quakers.
Yeah, but here's the one thing though. Yale beat Princeton at Princeton in 2 overtimes. Harvard lost at Princeton by a touchdown. So you can knock that out. But they
I
beat
think
everybody
I'm
else.
going with Harvard. Harvard looks like a pretty dominant team this year.
Give me Harvard.
Yeah. I'm going with Yale.
All right, next up, FBS game of the week. We have the undefeated 5th-ranked Washington Huskies heading over to face the Beavs, baby, the 10th-ranked Beavers, who are 5-0 at home. And you know what, boys? It's about to be 6-0. Give me those Beavers with the upset beating the Huskies. Lock it in.
So if Oregon State wins this weekend, would that put Oregon State in the Pac-12 championship running?
All
No,
right.
they have 2 conference losses.
So, who was Arizona playing? Utah, right?
Yeah.
So, if Utah beats Arizona in terms of conference play, Arizona, who does Oregon play this weekend?
Ooh, Oregon plays Arizona State, but
That's-
Oregon and Oregon State still play.
Yeah, that's true.
So if Oregon State wins out,
So yeah, if Oregon State wins out, they're in the championship because right now the top 4 is Washington, Oregon, Arizona, and Oregon State. That's gonna be the top 4, which was wild. Who would have thought Arizona was like what? Oh my God, that's insane. Beavers are gonna catch this dub. Washington will fall this weekend to the Beavs.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one, and I hate it not because I like the Beavs, but I also really like Washington.
I feel you. Go Beavs, baby.
Go Beavs.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, I hate to squash your.
You can't
you know,
squash
your
shit.
Little. I hate to squash it. I really do. Washington scores a ton of points. I mean, they score a ton of points. The Beavs are going to get it this weekend. 3 for 3. Let's go, Oregon State.
Let's go, baby. The Beavs are going to catch that dub this weekend. Let's get it. Hey, all I'm going to say is this. Washington, okay, beat Stanford 42-33. Oregon State beat Stanford 62-17. I'm just saying. Go Bees, baby. And lastly, of course, we have the terrible game of the week presented by ATFS. We have Sacred Heart going over to UConn, a game that Sacred Heart, while being an FCS program going to an FBS program, could legitimately win because of how bad UConn is as well. But even if that's the case, give me the Huskies, baby.
This is such a shit.
So bad. so bad.
I guess give me UConn. I don't know.
Go with UConn. UConn's going to win this game.
All right, let's hop over to the NFL, boys. Let me do a quick shout out to the leaderboard on that as well. See where we're at right now. Steve and Ricky are tied for first right now at 97.53. I'm right behind you boys with a 94.56. Tyler's with an 89.61. Jacob 86.64. Shane 85.65. And Brady down with an 82.68. But Brady had a good weekend this past week with a 10-4, as well as Tyler with that 10-4. Shout out to that. Let's get to the picks. Thursday night football, baby. We're back to a good Thursday night football game. We got Cincinnati and Baltimore. Who do we got?
The Bengals need this. They need this to stay in contention for the division because every other team is winning. Give me the Bengals.
Give me the Ravens.
The only problem is Baltimore has not lost back-to-back all season, and their defense, even though it looked horrible against Cleveland, defensively, I think they're going to be on up there by the end of the season. I'm going to take Baltimore.
All right, next up, Dallas at Carolina. You know who it's about, baby. Give me the Panthers. I'm just kidding. Give me Dallas.
This is a game that should be a blowout. It should be a blowout, but why do I have a feeling this is going to end up like the freaking Arizona game?
If it does, dude, you guys will not hear the end of it from me next week. Just don't even show up. I'll do a one-man show.
I'm not showing up next week.
I'll do a one-man show.
I'm not showing up.
I'll do a one-man show if I have to.
Give me Dallas, but I swear, dude, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Give me the Brownies in this one.
Yeah, give me the Browns. Their defense is, again, suffocating.
Give me Cleveland.
Chicago and Detroit. Give me the Lions. Unfortunately, the Bears are going to get their ass whooped this weekend in Justin Fields' return game.
Every single person picked the Bears last week. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not know.
Like in the run your poll, every person picked the Bears.
Panthers stink.
It's true.
Lions do not. If the Lions lose this game, that would be a Lions thing to do. And again, that'd be a Bears thing to do to win a random fucking game that we should not win.
True.
Give me the Lions, though. All right, next up. Arizona at Houston. We going to keep riding C.J. Stroud, or is Kyler Murray going to spark another dub in here?
Houston's not going to lose another regular season game.
Give me Houston as well. What'd you say, Ricky?
I'll take Houston as well.
Vegas and the Dolphins. Give me the Fins.
Same.
Same.
Giants and the Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
Same.
Same.
The battle of the mids. We got the Chargers and the Packers. Give me the Chargers because fuck the Packers.
Give me the Packers.
I will take the Chargers.
Tennessee and Duval, who got their shit wrecked. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Give me Duval.
This feels like a game that Jacksonville will lose.
I know. It does. God bless, dude.
Give me Tennessee.
I can't blame you. Thank you for riding with me last week. I'm sorry how it turned out.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville rebounds this week.
Next up, Tampa Bay to San Fran. Give me the 49ers on this one.
Give me the 49ers as well, but something funky is going on in San Fran.
Yeah, this is one of those games. I really would have picked Tampa Bay, but I know better. San Fran.
Jets and the Bills. Dare I pick the Zach Wilson-led Jets here?
I am. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
All right, I'm with you. Let's do it. Jets, baby. Jets, 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 Jets.
Jets, Jets, Jets.
Let's go with it, baby. Let's go.
The Jets suck. They're not losing to Buffalo. They're not beating Buffalo twice.
Come on now.
You just had a 40 and slip right there.
I'm just saying it. They're not going to beat Buffalo twice.
All right, Seattle and the Rams. Give me... Is this going to be a Carson Wentz-led Rams this week? Do we know that?
I think it will be.
Give me the Seahawks.
Give me the Rams because the Seahawks have been wishy-washy
They
the
have.
last 3 weeks.
I will also take the Rams.
Holy shit, is this the Sunday night game for real? Is it Minnesota and Denver? Jesus Christ. Give me Josh Dobbs and the Vikings, baby.
Same here.
Denver has beaten Kansas City and Buffalo.
Denver on the
I
rise.
picked way too many home teams this week. Give me Minnesota.
And then an actually good primetime game. That's going to be, I can't wait for this game. I really can't. This game's going to be awesome. Give Philadelphia and KC. How are you guys leaning on this one? This is awesome. I can't wait for this one.
I hate these two teams with a burning passion.
But it's gonna
These
be a good
are
game.
my two least favorite teams in the NFL.
It's gonna be a good
But
game.
please, Lord above, let the Kansas City Chiefs run wild on them Eagles. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs coming back out of a bye, baby. Let's go.
Let me see if Taylor Swift is going to be there.
Oh, she will. She changed the lyrics of her song for Travis. She's gonna be there. Chiefs are gonna win.
Give me the Chiefs.
It's gonna be a damn good game though. I can't wait for it. All right, made it through all of our picks. Shout out to that. That means that we can work our way out of here. I gotta go to the store and I gotta buy some dog food for my shithead animals.
30 minutes until the reveal.
Hell yeah.
Let's
All
go
right,
insane.
boys. You got anything else that you want to shout out before I hit the music and we get out of here?
I want to say it's going to be the same, Ricky, but something tells me that the SEC bias is going to put Georgia at number 1. I bet you they will.
I mean, Ohio State did struggle this weekend, so I mean, I guess I can understand that. I mean, Michigan State, what a challenge that was. I mean, you guys really battled in that one.
It was tough,
I
man.
know.
They almost had us.
You were sweating bullets. You were messaging me the whole
I
time,
was.
man. Edge of your seat.
It was.
All right, I'm going to hit the music. So, boys, last thoughts on this beautiful, terrible football show Tuesday.
I can't wait until next week.
Dude, big week. Predicting every college game. We're going to have to speed run those. We can't have thoughts
Yeah.
on those. We just gotta go. Every single game, gotta call them. It's gonna be great.
Carolina wins. I'm not showing up.
That's fair. I'll do a one-man show. Also, so just for, I want to shout this out, just so we have the new listener is very aware, because he made sure to comment in here. That was fun. I loved picking with y'all. I loved that you picked with us. I appreciate the hell out of you. You're a legend. I didn't shout your picks the whole time because we're trying to run through a lot of picks. I do apologize for that. But hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by and chatting with us throughout the whole show. You're an absolute legend. I want to say that you have been commenting at the Terrible Football Show YouTube, you have. You can also check us out at our main YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Sparky3. That's the main channel. The Terrible Football Show channel is just the backup channel for the show. We're also live over at twitch.tv/Sparky3 as well as kick.tv or kick.com/Sparky3. Is it kick.com? I think it's kick.com.
Kick.com.
Yeah, there you go. We're live at all four, so shout out to that. But no, good episode. Can't wait for next week. We'll see if I'm going to be a one-man show. If Cowboys win, these two will not be here. Ricky, have a good one. Hopefully you feel better next week, my friend. But before we get out of here, I got to do my last little plugs. All right. You know, you can make your life so much damn better if you use the referral link down below and pick up some Rogue Energy with promo code Sparky3, as well as spruce up your Riz with some jerseys at Agent Inc. Use the referral link down below for that as well. And we would appreciate that extra support. You can also join the Discord, chat with us. I think that's it. So, yeah, until next time, guys, have a good one. See ya. Bye.